that there are only two genders, male and female.
Bitch, shut up.
YouTube, what's up, baby? It's your favorite antisocial extrovert, your favorite aqua black boy, Blake Mother Loving Dupree, back at it again at the Diary of Dupree, and I'm so glad that my page is continuing to grow. My little corner of the internet is getting bigger and bigger, so eventually it's gonna be my house of the internet, you know, my crib on the internet, my mansion in heaven filled with gold and silver and milk and honey on the internet. I'm just bullshitting. No, but I'm very appreciative of all the people who have joined my page a little late to the game. I've only been in YouTube for about a year, so I'm grateful for everybody who is here. If you're new, welcome. If you ain't, welcome back, baby. I'm so grateful for all of y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you need anything as far as support, I ain't got no money, but if you need me to support your page, if you need me to review some songs, I do have a song review coming up. If you're watching this, to the artist that has hit me up, please be patient with me. Life be lifing, and I'm waiting on the right time and the right video to really make sure that when I do review your content and if I do review your products, you get the views that you deserve, baby. Don't you want that? Yeah, I want that too. So I'm gonna hit up the people who have already hit me up for collabs and, you know, stuff like that, and make sure y'all get an update because you deserve an update. I've just been so busy, y'all. I'm in a musical right now. I'm in the second week of Three Little Birds, which is written by the Marley family. It's based off of you know, magical realism aspect of Ziggy Marley living in Catawat Springs, Jamaica, and I have an accent and everything, and it's just been really hard on my body, really hard on my mouth, because, you know, I don't speak Jamaican like that. I don't think I have the best Jamaican accent, but it's for kids, so it helps out a lot, and it goes into British really easily, as you can see during this video. But your boy been working hard. I'm so grateful and blessed for the fires that I do have to put out, because they're good fires that I do have to put out. So just bear with me. It's been a minute since y'all seen me. It's for a good reason. I'm working in real life. And plus we had the ban, and then the brought back, and then the algorithm was different. The For You page was different. I had to block Meta, Facebook, all of that shit. And of course we had motherfucking January 20th, child. Well, this is what this video is about. If you didn't know from the thumbnail or the title, I want to have a serious talk with my gays and my girls, because even though this is my corner of the internet, I know I make content specifically dedicated to y'all, because y'all are my people. It just is what it is. And I want this message to start and end in the same tone, and that tone being unity. Now is not the time for division within my black community. Now is not the time for division within my queer community. Now is not the time for division within the queer and black community. Now is not the time for division within the POC queer community. We just don't have the luxury for division over shit that shouldn't have been big or small to begin with within our community. I don't have time for texturism. I don't have time for colorism. I don't have time for featureism. I don't have time to put out the fires of ignorance every single day I wake up. We as a people need to come together now more than ever, because as you see, Mr. Orange Tea is coming for our rights. And I don't know if this video is going to be super long, but I would be remiss as a content creator who still has some amount of freedom of speech. We all know how these apps can be taken away like that, as we've seen. But while I still have it, I'm going to use it on my platform to do what I feel like should be done by all of us. Use whatever power you have and push that hoe to the max, because your enemies are doing the same thing, and they're studying you more than you know. And I kind of want to take it and pivot over to that, because a lot of us, say for instance, you're a Christian, right? A lot of people claim Christianity like the back of their hand. Oh, I'm a Christian. Easy. Seems like an easy religion as long as you're not gay. And seems like, okay, cool, I'm a Christian. But a lot of people don't do the same amount of dedication, the same amount of studying, the same amount of hard work that it goes into actually calling yourself a true Christian. And whether you want to believe what a true Christian is or not, based off my word, from my tongue to my mouth to God's ears, that's a whole different video. But a lot of people of a lot of different beliefs and morals, they work hard to abstain those beliefs and morals. And I want to encourage my people with decent morale, with, you know, the belief system that all people deserve respect, and that all people have the right to be loved, and that queer people shouldn't be punished for being queer, trans people shouldn't be punished for being trans, black people shouldn't be punished for being black, Hispanic people shouldn't be punished for being illegal or Hispanic. Those people with those belief systems, we have to work to maintain those belief systems because our enemy works very hard. Our enemy studies his ass off. Our enemy studies her ass off. Our enemy studies their ass off. They wake up every day dedicated to studying our tactics, our moves, our thought process. So when the time comes for revolution, they got it in the bag. We have to adapt that same practice of making sure we double down in studying our enemy and studying how we can grow ourselves and studying how we can unify instead of just getting on a platform crying and not doing the research, not doing the readings. And I'm seeing some talks about people wanting to restart the BP party. BP, what I'm saying? Black Panther. I don't know if I can say it on here. YouTube is very, very sensitive. I don't need this page to lead it. But if we're going to do so, we really have to do the work within our own community, the African American salon community, to make sure that we're not taking a lot of our isms and bullshit within a restart of revolution. We don't need to hear gay son, thought daughter, and we want to restart the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? I love the Pop the Balloon Challenge, but we got to put a lot of this kid shit to the side because now is not the time to be a kid. If you ain't a kid, these children can't even really afford their childhoods anymore because every day they waking up, it's a new fucking disaster. So we as adults within our community, we need to really double down and become our ancestors. Because no, we're not our ancestors. And people say that as a dig to them. Bitch, they got shit done. They understood the biggest thing to us that the world values is our dollar, is our money, is our dinero. Even though we're some of the lowest paid people, we are some of the highest motherfucking expenders. We spend the most money out of a lot of our non-black peers. So like the Montgomery the Montgomery bus boycott, that worked. They boycotted. They doubled down on what they said they were doing. Civil War, we went to war. We fought wars in this country that we built and won them. You're right. We are not our ancestors, but we have so much division that was taught to us because naturally that ain't us. Black folks, we are very loving, almost too loving. We are very receptive to energy, almost too receptive. A part of that is how we got into the situation we got into today. And I'm not saying that's our fault, but it is a factor. We have to understand that we have so much division within our community, we will never truly progress if we keep those isms in those phobias, and they're all unnecessary as fuck. As long as somebody's not touching a child or an animal or it's out of consent, why do you care who I'm having sex with? Why do you care who I choose to identify with? You should care about me as your brother, as your sister, as your sibling, under this world, under this umbrella. Bitch, if we look like and you ain't done nothing out of morale, bitch, I love you. We need more love. We need more unity. We need more respect across the board. Because honestly, y'all, as the days go by, we're going to lose a lot of love, a lot of unity, and a lot of respect outside of our community. So what the hell are we going to do if we don't even have it within our community? Because a lot of our peers, they got that inner love and that inner respect and that inner energy to unify when it's time to double down, i.e. my Hispanic community. And I understand that it is not our fault that a lot of our businesses within our own neighborhoods aren't owned by us. Redlining is a thing. Segregation is a thing. Discrimination when it comes to getting business loans is a thing. And it's only going to continue because, as we saw, Trump is wiping a lot of the rights that we had away day by day.
For every Black Republican, I really want y'all to take a long look in the mirror and ask, do you love the color of your skin? Because y'all allowed this man in office. It's something that our ancestors fought for, got beat for, got dogs on them, got sprayed with water hoses, got hung for. They fought for these rights for us, and y'all squandered them away for money. Y'all squandered them away just to be closer to white people. What a disgrace y'all are to our community. My mom wasn't even born when this shit came through. My mom wasn't even born. And you mean to tell me y'all let this man take this from us? Something our ancestors fought for? Y'all really let that shit happen? If you are black and you voted for this man, go play in traffic. Because this shit right here, this should have never happened. Everybody is about to suffer for this. Everybody. Race, color, religion, national origin. This man is making America white again. before Jim Crow, and we told y'all that. We told y'all he is trying to take us back to Jim Crow. And y'all sat there and y'all said, I don't want DEI. I don't want an advantage. DEI is not a fucking advantage. It's just to put us in the room because we're just as qualified as any other white man. And y'all let this shit go down.
Can't no one come around like you. You the only one I run to. I guess I'm a fool.
I'm gonna try not to cry because the bitch got a meeting.
Including the Equal Employment Act. And I want to pivot this because I'm seeing a lot of black people on Facebook particularly, but honestly, now that TikTok is back and it's different, a lot of people on those apps commenting that they are proud that he, or happy I should say, that he announced the fact that there are only 2 genders within the US. First of all, Trump, bitch, you're not Ramesses. Your word is not is and it shall be, like in the Prince of Egypt. You are not the morning sun or the shining moon at night. Your word is not king. Your word is not God. But let's get that out the way first. Take care of that, right? Second of all, to my black people who are praising him for acknowledging this, but a lot of y'all didn't even fucking vote. Shame on you. Because I want y'all to truly understand, in the words of T.S. Madison, in the words of so many other people with less followers than Miss T.S., I love her down. Anytime somebody is coming for one minority group, and it just so happens that they're not talking about black people, you can guarantee niggas is on their list. They may not be coming for the niggas now, but they're gonna be coming for the niggas in 2 weeks. And in Trump's case, in 2 days after he was sworn into presidency. So yeah, day 1, he's coming for the trans girls. Y'all don't exist. Day 2, coming for the Hispanics. I'm finna wipe y'all out. Day 3, what did he do? Take away the Equal Employment Act. Let's go. So I say all this to say, y'all were so busy focused on Trump having hate and visceral towards the LGBTQ and the trans community, which is nothing new. He's been against gay marriage since gay marriage has been a thing in 2015. So we're 10 years later, seeing so much digression within our own society. It's crazy, but it's nothing new. Everything he said that he was going to do and is doing was outlined in Project 2025, which he said he didn't acknowledge. But a lot of his policies mirrored those same policies, baby. So I once again, I urge my people to not only start those revolutions with more unity, include your queer brother and sisters within this revolution, as we have always been on the front line for years and rarely get our tea, rarely get our flowers. Whole different video within itself. They are wrestling, prime example, right? But not only that, understand that revolution is born in the dark. We can't put everything that we plan on doing on this internet. Some shit gotta be written the fuck down and print copied, pressed, and kept in the archives, kept in the basements, kept spoken in person. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors got so much shit done without social media, and they got shit done that if they didn't get it done, we would probably still be on the field. We would probably still be on a colored only bus. They got that done without the internet. It's because not everything needs to be publicized. Not everything needs to go in your phone. Not everything needs to be in a digital world, where a digital world can easily be altered, as we've seen with AI, ChatGPT. I just saw the story of the young man who was only 14 years old, got into a relationship with a artificial intelligence bot, and the artificial intelligence bot encouraged that young man to take himself out of the game. This shit is getting real. We facing enemies and facing fires from every which way. We getting turned every which way but loose. But bitch, the minute you try to turn me, I'ma light your ass up. But I need my people to light their ass up back. We need to unify. We need to teach our babies to love, respect, and protect each other from the get-go. Stop having these little ass, dumb ass debates about gay son, daughter, why my daughter got weave and why that baby should be wearing weave. We don't have time for that shit no more. So I want to end this to say, if you claim that you're not into politics, boo, politics is about to get into you. So if you're watching this video and you're one of those girlies, take my word as a message to you watching. Now is not the time to ignore the game. Now is not the time to ignore the news. Now is not the time to feed into bullshit scenarios, algorithms, and false narratives. Now is the time for unity and respect and love and education. You know, I'm turning 25 next Monday, right? And I was thinking this morning, I'm so happy and blessed to turn 25, because I remember when I turned 21 and I was I was visiting my dad, and he was just so happy that I lived to see 21, because a lot of his friends didn't see that age. And he was like, son, when you turn 25, it's up. Like, we have to celebrate. I don't care what you got going on, we're celebrating, because to turn 25 where I'm from is unheard of for a lot of black men. And I was thinking, I was like, wow, a lot of gay black men have lost their lives in the past because not because they were perpetrators of murder and crime and selling dope and living and making decisions that they weren't supposed to be making, but because a lot of them were black. A lot of them were queer. You know, we lost so many of our ancestors during the Jim Crow era, post-slavery era to lynchings. We will never have the exact number of how many people were lynched. We lost so many of our ancestors to the HIV and AIDS epidemic because the government did not want to acknowledge that it existed until it started affecting white households and white neighborhoods, that we will never know how many brothers and sisters we truly lost. So many people lost their lives before the age of 25. More specifically, so many young black men lost their lives before they saw the age of 25. Not because they was on some bullshit, but solely because there were people who came from a place of hate and ignorance who took their lives because they were black and or queer. And although I'm grateful to see this age, hopefully I do unless I die over the next 2 days, God forbid, I'm grateful to see this age. It comes with a bit of survival remorse because I'm very aware of the pain that my people on both the black end and the queer end have experienced. And so I really want to take this time to remind y'all, do not live in fear, live in love, live in awareness, live in education. It feels weird saying whatever you want to be that with such a serious video that I've led into. But yeah, continue to be that because the enemy wants you to live in fear. I want you to live in awareness of self, self-love, self-confidence, all of that in a bag of chips, baby. So if you want to be that toaster, that Honda Civic, if you want to be that girl, that boy, that they, them, if you want to be the best version of you, you still have the possibility to be it because like I said, DT, he just DT. His word ain't God. God is God. So until next time, y'all, peace and blessings. I love y'all deep. Peace.
What the fuck is a stipend? What is that? Fuck a stipend.